Hey, how y'all doing? This is Rick Sincere with MTMV Sports. Geek to be joined today by the crew. How y'all doing today, man? We got Connie Westside. What's up, Conrad?
What's up, guys? Connie West Side, the best side.
Bad. The voice. What's good with you, brother?
What's good, everybody? It's your man, The Voice.
Awesome. We got the boy, the homie, JT. What's good, JT?
What's up, man? It's your boy, your favorite cousins, JT, man. What's up?
Bet. And we got Venora back. Welcome back, Venora. How you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Awesome. I got so
First
look.
lady to be in the house.
Yeah, I mean, look, we had her here last week. We had some technical difficulties. We recorded a whole show that nothing came of it. Right, then we had to re-record the show, and so when we re-recorded, V was there, and so look, we're ready to go this week, man. A lot of stuff happened this week. Awesome stuff happening with the debut of the XFL. And of course, we got to talk about it. If you've listened to any sports shows today, they kind of kicked off with how'd y'all feel about the XFL, right? We have really, pretty much the same question. It's a fresh perspective on it, though. My question is this: Week one of the XFL was kind of dope, right? Millions of people watched it. We saw a lot of interest in XFL. When you looked at those stadiums, they were kind of full. Some of them, some of the games looked like they had pretty decent attendance. They sold more tickets this week than the AAF sold the entire season.
Wow.
That's kind of where Vince is at with his right now. It's so far, people are excited about the XFL and what the XFL is going to bring to football. It's different now. After this 1 week, you saw the hits, you saw some of the stuff, the gimmicks. Will this league make it to at least, this is my question, will it make it to at least a 5-year run? We're asking that simply. Will this league, the XFL, as currently constructed, make it to a 5-year run? Go for it. Let's hear from JT first. What's up, JT? What you think, brother?
If they add more teams, yes. Like this was like it wasn't soft football as the NFL is. They was hitting. They was it was fun to watch that play. Watch them play. You know what I'm saying? It was intriguing. It brought a fresh perspective to football. You know what I'm saying? Like the double forward and passing, the new kickoff aspects of the game. Like that was fun to watch. And I really feel like if they add more teams, maybe I don't know, 16 teams total, and have a North and South division, yeah, I can see them lasting at least 5 years, if not more.
Okay. Voice, how you feel about it, brother? 5 years or no?
No. Three max. Three max. I gotta be
That's
real,
tough.
and I'm loving my Battlehawks. People said we had the worst squad, and we come with the W against Dallas. On top of that, St. Louis finally beat Dallas. What? This is what fuels my
It was
hatred for
their
the
backup
Cowboys.
quarterback, brother. It was their backup quarterback.
No,
Come
actually, he's the
The backup
starter.
quarterback's
Okay,
the
a
Instagram model.
win
Stop
is a
it.
He's the
win
starter.
is a win. And it's a win in the first game. Dallas took a L in their first game. From who? The Battlehawks.
They lose all
St.
year
Louis
round, bro. It's
Battlehawks.
nothing new.
Silver and blue and birthed in the Lou.
Okay. So you say no. No way they're making it 5 years. You give them three max.
Three
Too
max.
lit.
Okay.
Three.
Venora,
Jeez.
you have a very special connection with the XFL. You've been covering it pretty closely. I'm asking you this question. Are we making it 5 years?
I think we are going to make it 5 years. I actually got to talk to the CEO Oliver Luck, and how he feels about it is that they made a few changes that from the original launching of the organization. They have like these fans at the game. These fans are really into it. They want more football, and I've heard numerous people say, "I'm coming. I'm coming next week. I'll even travel to New York when they do play. When DC does play New York and MetLife." So I was like, okay, so they actually have fans here. Merchandise was bought out the first hour at the DC game. So I do see this lasting way longer than people are expecting, because I know a lot of criticism because there's a lot of cartoony things going on. Trust it, I was there. It's cartoony. but it's entertaining cartoon. Like how I see about wrestling. If wrestling can last this long and wrestling is the fakest thing ever, then XFL has a chance.
West side, west side. Yo, we got Venora saying, yeah, they gonna make it, and we got the voice saying no. All right, we got JT saying yes, they'll make it. Conrad, where you at with this, brother? Make it or
I'm
no?
gonna say I'm gonna say they're gonna make it, and they probably want to they probably gonna take over something that we've been waiting for a while. They might be the trump card against the NCAA. Reason being, now everybody wants to support their college, their alma mater. Keep in mind, I am a full-fledged supporter of Florida State football. I try to support the Razorbacks as much as possible. I try to support my Buffaloes as much as possible. But after this week, I saw a player that decided to transfer started to transfer into another school. Instead of transferring, he said, "Bump it. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this time to play with some grown men, and I'm going to play at this level, and then I'm going to enter my name into the draft, and then I'm going to be part of the combine this year." And he's on St. Louis's team. He was a former West Virginia player. He is going to be the thing that bridges kids like, yo, I don't want to go to college. I don't want to play for a school that's not going to pay me. I don't want to play for the school that, they're still struggling to see if they want me to have like superior. I'm sorry, to have ownership over my own likeness or not. Like I'm telling you, the XFL is going to be the wave, and it's going to come fast, and people are going to be like, "Oh shoot!" and it's going to last more than 5 years. 10 years from now, we're going to be like,
if what you just said happens, because there's way too much money in college football for that structure to allow their players to go off and play without them.
But the NBA, you're looking at the NBA seeing it right now as well. So I think it's something that can be done. Talk about a LaMelo and an RJ going overseas to play and taking their way into the draft. Talk about a Luka Doncic who's kind of paved the way for something like that. It can happen. It just depends on what the NFL is going to have to say about it, what the NCAA has to say about it. They're with LaMelo and RJ and taking over to Australia, that their hands are kind of tied, but they can be eligible for the draft. So it just depends on if the NCAA or the NFL allows this route to be eligible for to be entered into the draft. So there is a possibility there.
But that college football money is
Double
like
facts.
other money that's out there.
Double fact.
Yeah, same thing. NCAA basketball. I think there's a lot of money there. Duke,
the
Duke
college
UNC.
football money is
it's real.
So, all right, now here's the next thing, y'all. John Jones made his return this week. Yo,
Hey.
and honestly, he didn't dominate, and a lot of people thought Reyes actually took that one. They thought Reyes got robbed in that battle.
No.
If you saw the
No, he
the
didn't.
matchup, some people thought he got robbed, but John Jones played the game very similar
sure.
to the way
Floyd
great
Mayweather.
boxers, Floyd Mayweather, play the game. Look, we play to win the game. No, I don't have to dominate.
sure.
I just need to win. These points are gonna help me win. These takedowns are gonna help me win. When it's critical, I'm gonna do what I need to do to win. John Jones walks away with the win after another hiatus from whatever he's doing. He also gives credit and praise to God after he does it, right? So my
That's
question
so
is
crazy.
very simple for you all. John Jones, is he the greatest UFC fighter of all time? And then he
Hands
proved that
down.
this weekend.
Hands down. I'm sorry, hands down. Like he's proven it time and time again. I mean, boys, I don't like your face, but he continues to do it.
He ready
He
for it.
continues to do it. He's a beast. I'm sorry. Sometimes you have to play the point system when you're older, but I mean, that's what makes you great. That's what you have to do to stay great. You don't come in,
He played the game.
thinking that you're this young whippersnapper or whatever. No, play to win. This is what's going to continue your legacy. You know who tried to play hardball and try to do all that fancy stuff and wound up breaking his leg? The Spider Silver. Now, hey,
Spider play.
hey.
All right, now,
Hey, bump all that. Bump all that.
what is
for
amateur
a
hours
long
over.
time.
Now,
Amateur hours.
Let the experts speak. So Anderson was playing too much. However, That's how he got down the whole time. It's just a time caught up with him, and we're seeing time catching up with Jones as well. Salute to him for being gifted this victory, because he got beat.
Gifted
This victory. Had this
Oh,
been
Man, stop
contested
flogging, bro.
in any other, well, let me not say any other, and if this had been contested in Vegas, if this had been contested in California, Jones would not have won. He won because it was in Texas, who is notorious for having a shady, corrupt, and inept body that oversees.
Why you doing
Look,
bones
Like
like
you
that though?
salty right now, my
he
man.
took a knockdown early, and everybody saw it. Right, it was the thing trending on Twitter. When he did take that knockdown early in the match, but after that, he seemed to be in control of the matchup.
But here's the thing: with that knockdown, you had, I believe, 2 judges that gave him that round.
Is he the greatest?
Is he the greatest? Yes.
Okay.
Did the
that's all we
fight
want to know.
prove? Wait. Did the fight prove his greatness? No. He was the
So
greatest before that.
He was the greatest
He's still
before the fight.
greatest thereafter. What that fight showed is that his time at the top, at least at 205, is coming to a much shorter, or I should say, it's coming to a close sooner than later. But here's the thing: even if he goes to heavyweight, he came in at 204 with a hat on. Did y'all see how toothpicky his legs looked getting in there? I mean,
I didn't look at his legs specifically.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know.
His legs the whole entire
into the
time.
cage, just like,
Pause.
look at them toothpicks. They ain't even bird legs. Them flamingo legs. So yeah, so from a weight perspective, he better start powerlifting again or something. If he going up there to 205, his chin is legendary, but everybody gets touched at 205. I mean at heavyweight.
Okay. JT, what you got, brother? Is he the greatest?
Well, I'm not an expert in the UFC world, but from what I've seen,
say yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
Nah.
You ain't gotta be no expert. Just say yes.
I'm saying, but just watching his fights, like, he's always a step ahead. You know what I'm saying? Every fight I've seen him fight,
He went a step ahead rounds 1, 2, and 3.
He was not.
Oh, yeah, he won this fight in 4th and 5th round, man. He played the game.
He win a fight in 2 rounds.
No, I think he won in the 3rd, 4th, and the 5th, voice.
He played the game. You know exactly. We watched Mayweather do it for years. We watched Kobe do it. When the athleticism went away, he started working on his footwork, turnarounds, and Hakeem's, and
how do you
the turnaround fade.
Got to. Or I should say, how do you win the 3rd round when you getting busted up? That last minute or so in the round, because it was a swing round, but Reyes got it, putting the hurt on him at the end of that round.
He had takedowns that round, right?
But he didn't do anything with him. Taking somebody down and them popping right back up is what's considered a change. See that, and which is the issue. People don't know the rules. Just like the ref or whoever it was that gave him 49. So 4 rounds to 1. And you got an MMA gym and you a black belt in jiu-jitsu. What is wrong with you? That was a change in position. He did not keep him down. He did not do any damage when he was down. He took him down. He came right back up. And some of them, he came back so quickly, you couldn't even really count it as a takedown.
I think the key words in your phrase is he took him down. That's where he got points at. Doesn't matter if he got right back up or anything. Your argument is in your statement, my brother.
Right.
All right. So look, hey, we believe that
serious.
It's a spot on the Texas Commission for all y'all.
Across the board, apparently, we believe that Jon Jones is the greatest UFC fighter of all times. I didn't give my opinion on the topic. I will say that I too believe that he is the greatest of all time, and I don't necessarily believe that fight showed it. However, I think it did highlight a great part of his strategy, which is to play the game, play by the rules, and win fights if you need to, simply by winning on the scorecard.
He don't play by the rules, or he play by the drugs.
I said that last
Bruh,
week. You came
don't
to his
do
defense.
him like that.
Yeah, I
Come
thought
on.
about it. I
Wait,
forgot
I
that
said that
probably
last
two
week, and
different
you came
things.
to his defense.
I
You
forgot about
ran to his
his
defense like
knock.
Captain Save Jones.
I
And
forgot about his knockoff Viagra. I'm sorry.
all right, but
Oh
okay,
my
let's move on. But
gosh.
Nora has said time, so we'll move on. All right. So, and I've since forgiven that man. All right. So, hey, the question is, and we've talked about greatness, and we remember just what a year ago, and maybe actually 2 years ago, we were wondering if the Golden State Warriors were the greatest NBA team ever assembled. They had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, right? I want to mention Draymond, but his consistent singles prevent me from saying his name at this time. I feel like you have that nucleus of a phenomenal team. And at that time, we thought the Warriors were the greatest. We were like, wow, never seen a team assembled like this. They broke records, and we'll talk about the team that they broke the record of later on, but they had a phenomenal run. However, we see Steph Curry goes down, Klay Thompson goes down, Durant ships out and he moves on. And now we're looking at one of the most horrible like teams that we've seen in a while. However, I saw LeBron just the other day from my Lakers go over and shake the hand of Steph Curry. Also shake the hand of Steph Curry, shake the hand of Klay Thompson, and dap up that team. And reports are is that we're going to get some type of report on those guys soon. So we should hear about what's going on with Curry and Klay Thompson. My question to you all is, will they ever rise again? We must mention that D'Angelo Russell has been shipped off. In exchange,
for
they
sure.
got a player a lot of people are semi not excited about in Wiggins. So
Not
the,
semi.
And a great big old contract.
the question is,
Great
the
big
question
old
is very
contract.
simple. Will the Golden State Warriors ever rise again? We'll start off with Honora. What's up, ma'am? Will the Golden State Warriors rise again?
No,
Father in
I think
heaven.
That's my
I think they're
girl.
done.
That's my girl.
Father in heaven.
I
What?
believe the
That
Golden
is my
State
girl.
dynasty
Yes.
With
is
the straight face?
over. I think California picked the soul for a soul. It's now the 49ers, and that's going to be what's going to lead them in Cali. No, the
Oh,
Warriors are
man.
done.
What?
I
Look,
think
you
it's
take a
Lakers
soul
time.
for a
The
soul
Lakers are
deal,
going
you're
to
supposed to
shine.
win.
Sorry?
When you take a soul for a soul deal, you're supposed to win. And the San Francisco 49ers did not win in the Super Bowl.
Hey,
So,
man, it is what it
oh,
is. They weren't going to win the Super Bowl, so that's not even a conversation. They were never going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh my
But,
gosh, here we go. Shout out to Kyle
but,
Shanahan.
but I believe it's now Lakers season. LeBron,
At
AD,
least you know.
that's it. It's Lakers.
At least you know. At least you know.
all right. Miles, what's up, bro? Will they ever rise again?
It's not even a question, man. Yes. Yes, they will. When you talk about the system that they have in place under Steve Kerr and the greatest shooting backcourt of all time, there's no way that they don't rise again. When you talk about adding Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and a solid piece in Andrew Wiggins, who isn't D'Angelo Russell, I think he's more so of he's gonna be probably a
Miles,
hype
can you
man's
say that
Harrison
first
Barnes.
part again for me, please?
What part? The greatest backcourt of all time.
No, the system being under who?
Steve Kerr.
Who?
You don't know the coach of the Warriors?
Come on, you know who built that team. That's not Steve Kerr.
Come
Steve
on.
Kerr just like
Come on,
man.
come on, bro.
Uh,
We're not
Preach,
talking about Mark
brother.
Jackson right now.
Don't even
Preach.
like that.
We
Don't
can't
even
talk
like
about
that,
Mark
bro.
Jackson right now, bro. Let's
No,
keep it real.
Jackson did all that. That's a
Who
black
won?
No.
team, bro.
But who won,
He
bro?
put
Let's
the
be real.
foundation in place, but
He
Steve
definitely
Kerr
did.
put his special sauce on it. They got him
He
over
didn't
the hump. And that's
There was
Ring.
no sauce. There was no
That's Frank's
sauce.
Red
He
Hot.
just saw the
That's
gumbo
Frank's.
and just turned on the oven. That's all he
Nah,
did.
that's Frank's Red Hot. We put that thing on everything. Come on, bro. Relax.
Oh,
Steve Kerr came in and implemented a system that was different from what they were doing before, and when Mark Jackson
Conrad
came
left.
in. Look
He said
at
he's
this
done with
guy.
It wasn't Frank's Red Hot though. It was Mayo
Look,
Chuck.
it was
My
Mayo.
boy said he just
Okay,
turned on the
okay.
oven. He just turned on the oven. Everything was
Look,
already prepared. He just turned on the
look.
oven.
This is what's gonna happen.
oven.
Yes.
What are you talking
So look,
about?
it's not even a question that they will rise again. They will be a team to mess with in the West. I think after this season, when they get their players back, and Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond, Andrew Wiggins, and probably a solid 5 or a 4 to run along with that motion offense that they run. That is so. I mean, just really potent in what they do and how they do it. They're going to be one of the top 4, top 5 teams in the West, along with the Clippers, Lakers, Rockets, Jazz. They'll have Dallas, which is coming up. There's going to be a fight. The West has always been a fight, and it's going to continue to be one. I think they have the powers that be to make sure that their run stays. Now, can I agree with Venora on the dynasty part? Yes. There's that dynasty run is not going to be the same thing, but they don't. Let's not sleep on a team that won 73 and 9, 70 went 73 and 9 and went to the finals without Kevin Durant. So the team is very capable of doing what they need to do when it comes back. So they're going to be on the rise again, man. You can't have the greatest shooting backcourt of all time and not make the playoffs. It don't make sense.
They found a way to tank where it was acceptable. Just say your best players are hurt all season long. Then you get the first pick, add them to what's already, as you all stated, the dynamic duo, the best backcourt in history. And hey, you were right back in, honestly, and let them be right back in it. Let the Warriors be right back in it and win again. Sure. I'm sorry, that continues the destiny. One break in the chain does not destroy the dynasty, because they were winning before they got Durant, got some more with Durant, and they win again within the next couple years. It's just adding to the dynasty, just like San Antonio.
But here's the thing too, though. Like once you bring back Klay and Steph, that back, like Miles was saying, that backcourt is one of the best backcourts, period. But then you know what I'm saying, what do you do with the contracts? Like I think Draymond may be a free agent coming up this season, right? If I'm not mistaken.
He gonna get paid. Don't even worry about that.
Let him go.
My question, I want to make sure that we point all of this out. I want to make sure that we understand that Venora's face has not changed since this argument started, and she said no to the Warriors not coming back. Stone cold poker face, Venora, I love it.
Yeah, she's not feeling well. That's why
she's not.
She doesn't have enough energy to change her face.
She said no.
I just know what I know.
I love it.
Well, look, I'm inclined to agree with Miles on this one. There's just no way that this team, as talented as they are, will not be back at some point. You have two of the greatest shooters of all time. I know what Conrad said about him just turning on the oven, but whatever he did and however he turned on the oven, right? It resulted in championships, and it resulted in a dominant team. And look, when Mark Jackson was there, they just weren't dominant. And now, after he's gone, they're dominant, or they were dominant. So my thoughts are very simply, once you get the guys back, it'll take a year. I think it won't be this year, even if they come back off injury, even if they come back, it won't be this year at all. But next year, even before off season, I say we have at least one more run. And this is our last question of the day. We're introducing a new series here, Classic Chat, and we're gonna actually dive back or go back into some history. We'll do this with different teams. We'll do this with the XFL, possibly. Depends on how that all works out. If they're still here in a few weeks, we'll do this with the NFL. We'll do this with the NBA, and we'll do this with Major League Baseball, which would be a challenge for most of us. But my question is very simple. Which is the better NBA championship team? I'm going to give you two teams. I'll run off a little bit of their roster, and then after I run that off, I'm going to ask you which was the better NBA team. And if they had to face each other in a final, who are you taking? And here we go.
7-game series. Let's do it.
In a 7-game series, out of these two teams, who are you taking? First team is the Bulls, the 95-96 championship team roster.
72-10 Bulls.
The 72-10 Bulls, absolutely. Which included Luke Longley, who I introduced first.
Yeah, that's great. Shout out to Luke.
Tony Kukoc, Steve Kerr.
Classic.
Some guy named Michael Jordan. Ron Harper. We also have Randy Brown, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, John Sally. and Bill Winnington. Now, there's a few other guys on that list as well. I don't want to
forget Dickie Simpkins.
exclude anybody for real, but Steve Kerr was also on that roster.
Don't forget Dickie Simpkins.
I hear you, bro.
The number 1 draft pick after Jordan left of the Bulls. Still confused me to this day, but you got to say his name.
Dickie Simpkins as well. So, and then after that, we also have, and then the other team. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
The Miami Heat 2013 championship team, which included the big three: Chris
Brown in
Bosh,
his prime.
LeBron James, Dwayne Wade,
Prime.
Udonis Haslem, Ray Allen, Shane Battier, the Birdman. We also have Mario Chambers on that team. So, in the 7-game series, who do you guys take in that?
There's no
I have a question.
It's the Bulls.
Yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead with your question.
What
There's no question,
type
it's the
of
Bulls.
basketball? Are we playing 90s basketball or are we playing 2013 basketball? Because 90s ball was way different than the 2013 ball.
They weren't as big though.
We're playing. Listen.
They weren't big or strong like 2013 was.
You said,
bro.
are we playing 90s basketball or 2013 basketball?
Because 90s we can really ball, and it's not
I
the
got
little
you.
like
Well-
being like little girly fouls. I want some. So
Well,
we talk
even
about
the
real
playing-
fouls.
Well, even the playing field. We're playing 2006 basketball.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
That was still
That's not
hard, bro.
even in the
Boston
playing
and LA. I mean,
You
that
had
was
to
still
say
that was still pretty
2000.
hard.
So well,
Miami won that
let's play
year.
2000s basketball.
No,
Let's
let's do 90s basketball.
I've already said it, so it is what it is.
Oh,
Early 2000s was Shaq banging on folks. This is a good
So
time.
let's
It's a
talk.
good
What we
time.
got? What we got? And we'll start off. Actually, we started with Venora last time. This time we'll start off with West Side. West Side, who you got in this one?
man,
Don't be
I
crazy.
got LeBron James, Mr. King James himself, along with the Flash and the long neck hero himself. Bruh, yo, Chris Bosh. Bruh, no. Cause let's be honest, if Jordan had to go against Birdman and Birdman was playing 90s ball, Birdman would destroy Jordan, bro. Jordan will
Whoa, calm down. Hey, whoa.
Let
Johnny, I was
Jordan
with you.
try to drive
I
that
was
ball
with
in
you.
one good
Cut your
time.
mic off.
Birdman whooping
Hey, bro, you
his
can't talk about
behind, bro.
basketball no more.
On
You can't
on
talk about
mama.
basketball no more.
bro,
Let it go.
Birdman is going to.
No,
Hey,
Birdman
voice.
gonna
You
touch
have an
him
opinion,
up.
voice?
I'm not saying he's gonna do it like he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stick with you. Defense, no,
Bro, yeah.
Birdman's gonna touch him up.
Your
Okay,
intro
Conrad,
and
you're
Birdman's
speaking
bigger than
from a
any of the
spot
guys that he went
of
up against.
not knowledge.
Hey,
Get out of here,
learn
dog.
you
Come on.
something.
I need a mute button.
No.
Where is this?
No,
What?
I can
don't
mute
even
him.
do me like that, dog. Cause like y'all
You
y'all
did yourself like that. You did yourself like that. Let it go.
I just did it. I didn't know I could do that.
Look at his face.
Right, talking about
That's-
faces. Look at
That's
your
a good
face.
key. That's a
Now
good
sit
key.
back and learn.
I
So
think this should be a part of it.
if they were playing 90s ball, you forget who Jordan went against in the 90s. He played against the bad boys, where you left with concussions from the games being played. He played
did leave
against
with
the
concussions.
dirtiest player in
'Cause he
the
got beat.
game. His name is Larry Bird. And he had to get through these obstacles to even get to the point to play in the NBA championship. So that's Birdman. Bill Laimbeer, Birdman. Larry Bird, Birdman. Parrish, Birdman. Come on, man. That's it. I have nothing else to say.
JT, what you
Yo, I
got,
really
bro?
don't know how to unmute Conrad.
I'm mad that
There
y'all
you go.
found a way to mute me.
I think this should be a button that should be utilized in the future.
Y'all are not going to use this button
That
on
should be a
me
part of
no
it.
more.
If you- does
No
anybody watch?
more.
Does anybody
No
watch New
more.
Girl?
No.
Yo,
That was there are moments where they say, "Look, you got to put money in the jar when you say a douchey statement." I
Yo.
think this is what should happen. on the huddle. When you say something out of whack, you should get your mic muted. Boom, you can't talk for the next 30 seconds. You said something off the wall.
The
You deserve
fact
to get
that he found out a way to mute me. That is heartbreaking.
It's divine
He found out a way to
intervention.
mute me, bro.
Well, Conrad, don't feel bad. He beat me to the punch.
Yo, I gotta hear from JT. Who you got in this one, JT?
7-game series. I'm taking Bulls in 6.
Wow. Okay.
Reason I say that, I think Dennis Rodman will have a key factor in that game because he's a mind control. And if you notice, if you get into LeBron's head, like he can kind of sort of shift his game a little bit. He's like.
Sorry, I mute somebody.
Oh my Lord.
But he's absolutely right. You're gonna have to mute me too because Dennis Rodman is the difference.
Yep.
You think Dennis Rodman is the difference in the series?
Look at what he did to Karl Malone.
I didn't mention that Ray Allen was playing, did I?
You did.
You did.
I did.
But
Did
you
I say
still
Dwayne
got
Wade was
Scottie
playing?
Pippen, one of the greatest defenders that's out there. Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman together, what made them great.
Did you mute him too? Stop that, Conrad.
Yeah. I'm coming for everybody. Everybody getting the mute.
You know what? He won't mute Venora. Venora, what you got to say, Venora?
Bulls. It only makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
How does it make sense?
How
Look,
do you bet against
Mike?
I'm never betting against Mike, and Mike destroyed my team so many times during the 90s.
But you got a young LeBron. You have a young Wade. You have Bosh. You have Ray Allen.
I watched the game. I know the excitement. I know, but it doesn't give nothing to the Bulls gave me.
Wow.
Jordan in his prime, coming back, trying to take over. Jordan in his prime, taking over because his daddy just died. Come on.
Who's stopping LeBron from getting to the rim?
He just got done playing baseball. Yeah, y'all got to take out all the context.
Who's stopping LeBron from getting to the rim? I don't know.
They put Scottie
Rodman.
Pippen on.
LeBron won't even be
JT, unmute your mic.
Gets fouled. He's falling like someone just knocked him out.
Let's go ahead. Let's get this together.
Your mic, JT. All you have to do is unmute it. Just the button.
Look, let's get this together. It's gonna be the 13 Heat, led by LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. This is exactly how I feel. You can scoff.
Says the Lakers fan.
That should tell you a lot. I'm going with the Heat instead of the Bulls. Look, that was a great team.
You're going with LeBron because he's on the Lakers now.
No, not even close. I'm going with LeBron because he is the best. He is the best all-around player to ever touch foot on the court. Let's get it correct. If we're gonna speak on his name, let's talk about him nice. Let's talk to him nice. That is definitely facts. That is definitely this team was built to win. When you talk about LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, James Jones, Shane Battier, these were surrounded for perfect pieces. It would be a great series. In 7 games, but I gotta go with the 13 Heat, led by a prime LeBron James.
Well, look,
a prime LeBron James.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Venora has said time twice. Thank you, Venora.
Am I still muted?
No, you no, brother.
Connie's
in purgatory. Anyway, so
insecurity coming out.
Thank you so much for joining us this week. It's been a phenomenal week. Hopefully you've enjoyed the way we approached it this week. I really loved what I heard. The takes were phenomenal. Let's go ahead and sign out. We got the voice. Go ahead and sign out, voice.
It's your man, the voice, signing off.
Venora, sign out.
This is Nora Tish. Bye.
Conrad, what's good, brother?
It's your man, West Side, the best side, man. I love all y'all.
JT, sign out, brother.
Yeah, it's your favorite cousin, your boy JT, man. I'm out. I'm not muted no more.
All right, Miles, go ahead and sign out, brother.
That's a headline, bro. Yo, it should play a partner. Hey, Miles Austin, man, you guys be easy.
Hey, yo, listen, we have something big coming up on the horizon. The 2020 Summerfest is coming, and we are going to hold the contest right here on the Huddle Up. You're going to hear the music. We actually want people to start submitting their music. You can go to our website, www.mtmv-sports.com, and there you can submit your music on the website. Actually, it gives you instructions to send us an email on how you can go ahead and submit. You can send your email to what is it? I think it's last 10. Go to the website, and you will see it there. You'll see the instructions on the website, and it looks like somebody muted the voice again. But go to the website, and you'll be able to see how you can get in on the contest. If you're out there, you're a musician, you're an artist, you want to be at the 2020 Summerfest in Los Angeles. It's going to be one of the biggest concerts in the history of the genre. You got to go and look at the headliners. It's going to be stupid. Derek Miner's going to be there. It's going to be dumb. D1's going to be there. I mean, just think about an artist that you love, and I promise you probably going to get a chance to see them at the 2020 Fest. It's going to be lit. You can be a part of it by performing on stage. Tell all your friends you shared the stage with some of the greats in our genre. It's going to be lit. What I want you to do is go ahead and go to our website, look for the instructions, and from there, go ahead and submit your music. And right here on the Huddle Up, we're going to weekly figure out who's the best out there. We got one spot to give away, and we want to see if we should give it to you. All right. God bless. We out.